Morning guys, how we doing? Welcome to another chat show here on Buzzing Pattaya. And the question I want to ask you today, or the question that we've been discussing quite recently, is what happens when it all goes tits up? There comes the time when the relationship that you thought was going to live happily ever after suddenly decides to take a wrong turn, and you see yourself faced with the option of saying to her, sorry sweetheart, but thanks, but no thanks. And the answer to that question is, why do they kick off? Well, I want to talk about that because I think sometimes we take the relationships here in our terms very, very much of a much lighter heart than what they do. We don't see the implications of what this relationship possibly means to the girls and to why they try to cling on to you as long as they can and try and fight for you as hard as they can in order to keep you. So, yeah. And this conversation stemmed from the Buzzy Lounge. Do you know what? One of the loveliest things I've really enjoying at the moment is so many people coming up to the lounge in Soi Chapu and Soi Pothole, and we're sitting down, we're having a beer, and we're just talking about all kinds of random stuff. It's just fantastic. So I thought, as we've had this discussion recently, let's throw it out there to you guys. Please, guys, what I would ask is let's be respectful to each other. You know, I've made mention to my disastrous relationship when I was earlier on, when I first came out here. You know, it happens. So please, if someone does share a relationship that's gone south and hasn't done very well, please be respectful to each other, guys. Let's not get on each other's cases. So where am I? Well, I thought let's start down here. And I'm just down on Beach Road. I quite like coming down here to do these kind of chats. It's nice and peaceful. And you're kind of left alone to do your own thing. And over there, there's the leftovers from the We Celebrate Pride. We had that recently. Great festival. But it does look nice down there. Have a look at this. But anyway, so the question is why? And I think what you have to remember, guys, is when you compare this relationship to, say, a relationship back home in Europe, I'll tell you what, I haven't done this, have a walk right up there. When you compare that to this, it's extremely different, you know, miles different, because there's so much more on the line for the Thai girl than there is for what we'd call like the Western or European lady. Girls over here get virtually zero support. And when I say zero support, what I mean by that is that if they are caught short and they have a kid, and it happens very frequently, most girls here have got children through lack of sex education and stuff like that. But if they do get caught short, unfortunately, they're left facing the music. So how do they support their child? You know, families are their foremost here in Thailand. They matter more to them than anything else. So generally speaking, the baby will get handed over to mum and dad. They'll take care while she comes off to try and find herself a new life and earn some money. So already, before you even set foot into the bar, the stakes are already quite high. So when you go into a bar, you sit down, you meet the girl, think, oh, she's nice, and you have a few beers, whatever, and things progress. You know, she's thinking maybe slightly different to how you're thinking. She's possibly thinking to herself, well, never say never. Maybe, just maybe, this is the guy that's going to be the answer to all my prayers. You're sitting there thinking, well, actually, love, it's just a bit of fun. I'm happy to do what we're going to do. I'll pay for what we're going to do, and job's a good one. And I totally get that, totally get that. But when you do start latching onto the girl, when you do start spending a bit more time with her, obviously you can appreciate from her side of things, now she's thinking, well, hang on, this guy must really like me. You know, he's spent 3 days, 4 days, and this is why we have what we call the 3-day rule. Because after 3 days, emotions do start getting involved. And quite naturally, from her side, the emotions are far more important than the emotions maybe you're feeling. So along you go. Happy days, we're having a great time, it's all good, all fun. And then suddenly, the reality sets in and you think to yourself, do you know what? I'm done with this now. We've had a great time, it's been good. She's a lovely girl, but I'm ready to call it a day and go off and do my own thing. Here starteth the fireworks. And, you know, it's easy to say that they're mad, they're crazy, whatever, but are they? I don't think they are. I think, in fairness, they're just ladies that are looking for love, looking for financial stability. They think that, or perceive that the relationship you've presented to them at that moment in time is going to give them that financial stability. And of course, unfortunately, you've got an alternative or a different view on that. So what do you expect, guys? Well, one thing's for certain, she ain't gonna be happy. There's no doubt about that, she ain't gonna be happy. And how they react depends on a lot of things. It depends on her age. It depends on how much she drinks. You know, some of these girls can polish off quite a lot of alcohol every day, which I know isn't good. I know it's not good, but again, that will have an effect on how they respond. And what are they likely to do? Well, the first thing they're going to do is obviously go nuts. You can't do that to me. Oh, you tell me you love me, I love you, and all the other things that are going to throw in your way. The first thing I can say to you guys is stay calm. Just, you know, relax, chill out. Try not to poke the bear, try not to stir the fire. Just literally relax a little bit and just remain calm. There is a likelihood that she may well attack you. You know, some of these girls, well, most of these girls have been trained in Muay Thai, and they're quite physical. They're not going to be scared to throw a left and a right and a couple of knees. So again, be prepared for that. One of the things I say to you, if you are the kind of person, and I'm not disrespecting you if that's your thing, but if you are the kind of person that likes to have a dabble and maybe see someone for 3 or 4 or 5 days, whatever, but you know deep down in your heart, no matter how good it is, you're not interested, you may want to consider your location. It's not unheard of, it's not unknown for the girls to come back to your room at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, particularly if they've sunk a bottle of Sanxon. They'll be banging on your door, let me in, I love you, let me in. And it's very, very difficult. But the majority of the reason why this happens isn't because they're nuts, it isn't because they're crazy or desperate, it's because they've perceived what you thought was just a bit of fun as being far more. They perceived it to being, do you know what, I like this guy, I think he's going to take care of me, and she's built all her hopes up on that. So of course, you know, in all fairness, when that does come crashing down, you can understand why she reacts the way she does. Also where you drink. You know, if you've met the said lady in a certain bar area or a certain complex, remember, you know, their network would put the FBI to shame. They know everything about anything. They all know each other. They link towards each other. Their memories, man, these girls have got some memories. I've had girls come up to me and say, hey T, how you doing? I'm thinking, oh, okay, hello. And she's like, when are you going to do my photos again? I'm like, photos again, sorry? Yeah, you take my photos 5 years ago when I was working in this bar. And I'm thinking, how in the world do you remember that? But they do. So of course, if you're going to, as we say, shit on your own doorstep, trust me, when you're wandering around, they are going to know you. So I think in fairness, you know, you've got to be very prepared when you come out, particularly if you're a newbie. You know, if you've not been out here before, you're coming out, you're going to have a fantastic time. There's no doubt about that. You're going to have an absolutely wonderful time. But be prepared. If you want to throw it around, it may come back and bite you on the arse. So just be prepared, guys. On the other side of the coin, be up front. So many guys here don't want to consider this as a transaction. And they say, oh no, you know, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, yeah, no problem. They don't want to say, look, love, cards on the table, I'm here for 2 weeks, I'll spend a few days with you, but when that's done, it's done. And I did that myself. I fell into that trap. You know, I told you about my experience when I was at the Pattaya beer garden. I told you about how the first girl went ballistic at me, threw a glass at me. And I met Kanya, and she was lovely. And yeah, I did start to have feelings. And after 9 days, she took me into the bar and said, no, this ain't happening anymore. She showed me the book of all her customers. I was like, wow, you've been busy. But what she did do is say, that's it, we're done. You know, I'm going to marry a German guy, which she did. We're still friends to this day. And she married him, she had children. But the point being is this, that she told me she was up front and said, look, Trevor, this ain't going to happen. Whereas I was thinking, hell yeah, this is going to happen. So she reversed the roles on me in many respects. But what I'm saying to you is, guys, don't be afraid to say to girls, look, I'm here, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm prepared to pay, this is what I want as the outcome, how about it? At least then, when you've been up front, they kind of know what to expect. And I'll tell you what, I'm looking ahead now thinking I know what to expect. It's going to be bloody hot. So I wonder, should I cross the other road? Oh, hello, what are they doing now? They're chopping down the old trees up there, look. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I don't really fancy walking along that. I'm going to sweat my tits off. What we got? Where are we? We are over at Chadoi. Yeah, that's too. I'll tell you what, we'll cross over the road and we'll walk back towards where I started. How's that? But the answer, well, the question I want to ask guys is, what experience have you had? How have you found it? You know, have you been brutal and you just said, you know what, it is what it is, sweet cheeks, I'm off? Have you fell in love? Have you had feelings for a girl that suddenly turned into a situation where you wasn't expecting and thinking to yourself, damn, I didn't expect that? You know, drop your comments below, guys. Let me know, what did you find? What experience do you have? And like I said, guys, please be respectful. You know, if someone shares a story that they've had, I mean, look at the story I told you when I was with Fon. That cost me an absolute fortune. Far, far more than I ever wanted to part company with. But it is what it is, and that's what happened. So I've learnt both bitter pills. You know, the first girl was a nutcase. Remember Yaya? Flipping hell. She was, wow, that was in Soi 7 in Jomtien, and she went absolutely mental at me. Ripped her blouse open, smashed herself up, called the police. Well, I called the police because I was worried about what was going on. I had to get security involved, everything. Oh, just crazy. Smashed the whole of my condo up. And yeah, it wasn't very good. Oh, there you go. How much? See, 150 for 2 people. Oh, he's just had that guy's pants down. 150 baht. But I don't blame these guys. You know, if you ask the question, how much? Just a quick point, going off topic, guys. If you ask a taxi man how much, remember he's always going to present you with a much, much more expensive bill than what it should be. And this is the exact reason why I say download the Bolt app. They'll pick you up in minutes. They'll take you where you want, and at a fraction of the price that you would pay if you didn't. So remember, guys, Bolt app, download it. It's totally free of charge, and it will get you around from A to B, no problems. 150 baht, flipping hell. I could go from here to the far end of Jomtien and back for less than that. Even his missus only want to go around the corner. So, where are we? We're at Soi 2. Just let these cars go past. So yeah, going back to the topic of today's conversation, you know, the girls do think a lot more of it than perhaps we do. And that's maybe why they get so attached so quickly and what to expect when it all goes off. So cards on our table, tell them what to expect, tell them what your thoughts are, and just keep it real. Because if you don't, trust me, they are going to explode. Anyway, enough about that. So let's get back to where we are today. Where are we? We're on Beach Road. Yeah, I'm just heading back up now, heading back up to the beginning. It's been nice actually. There's not many people here. We're in the lowest of what I could say is the lowest of low season, to be fair. There are quite a few people out here, but nothing like it should be. And a lot of the businesses, I'm not going to lie, a lot of businesses are struggling. They are very, very aware of the situation. Just changing the subject, Playa Bistro Lounge. Have you been in there, guys? I was in there the other day. Man, it was brilliant. So nice. Food was very well priced, but exceptionally good food. But your view is over there, so you can watch the sunset. Really, really nice. Playa Bistro, get yourself in there, guys. Okay. Right, Soi 1. I should go and do you know what I should do? I should go back and do all these Soi visits. Remember when I did the one all the way through 1 to 13, 4? I should do those again. They were quite good fun. See what's changed over the years. I should imagine quite a lot has. Maybe that's a new subject we should go. Let's do all the Sois of Pattaya and see what we can figure out. Oh, this breeze is lovely. So nice. You just walk in front of me, thank you very much. Do you know, I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I notice that so many Chinese people just cut you up straight away. Here's today's rates. 23.37 Australian, 44.47 British pound, 38.20 for the euro, 34.97 dollar. That's today's rates. But yeah, going back to the Chinese, as I say, not being disrespectful, but they just walk straight past you as if you're not even there. Weird, really. Anyway, each to their own, no dramas. Whew. And of course, up ahead, here's one for you. If you want a really nice hotel, the Dusit Thani. In fact, let me walk over there and I'll just show you, and we'll finish up there. But if you haven't been to the Dusit Thani, have a look in there. I'll actually see if I can get in there and do it. I tell you what's really weird is some of these hotels, they just really aren't interested in getting reviews. And it's like, really, like you're going to get showcased on a reasonably good sized channel for free, doesn't cost them a penny, and yet they're like, oh, well, you need to submit to our PR department, all the rest of it. That's nice, eh? It does look nice. Terrazzo Restaurant and Bar. That's the thing about this city, you know, you come and look around. If you have a good look about, you'll be amazed what you can find. You really will. Far more here than people realise, other than bars. You know, so many people, bars and girls, bars and girls. Yes, of course we've got bars and girls here. Of course we have. It's what put the place on the map. But nevertheless, things have changed a million times over since then. A million times over. And there's so much more here. So many great restaurants. There's some great beachfront restaurants and bars, beach clubs. You know, it really is incredible what's available out here. But unfortunately, people just see it for the same thing. There's the Amari. I don't know if you can see this, it's going to be pretty bright. There's something up there. A little currant bun on your face. And there's the Amari. Very nice. They used to hold the movers and shakers. Case used to do the movers and shakers. Great event that was. That was another opportunity to go and network and meet people. And that was mainly aimed at all the businesses here. So you get a lot of business owners coming in and attend the movers and shakers. Great events, really, really well put together. Very, very good. Ooh. All right, so up ahead, Dusit Thani. A very, very nice 5-star hotel. Very, very good, great rooms, beautiful facilities. I think there are about 5 pools. Obviously all the gymnasiums, the saunas, loads of restaurants. It really is top drawer right there in front of us. And you can just about make out in the distance, see those white umbrellas in the far distance? That's one of their swimming pool areas, so you can sit there and look right across that beautiful view. And I'll finish on that beautiful view. Let's go over there. Right, let's wait for this traffic to come past, and then we'll head over. How you doing, buddy? Right, let's move over. Yeah, you're on camera, mate, don't run me over. Right, so, here we are, let's go and finish off over here. And as I say, up there, that is the Dusit Thani. What a beautiful, beautiful setup they got there. And as I was saying a minute ago, across the road there you are, where that speedboat's flying along. That is their view. Okay, let me find a bit of shade somewhere. Good luck on that. Where can I go? Oh well. Right, spin this round. Ah, hold on. Hold on. Method in my madness, guys. I found this here, look. I can stand in here. And if I stand close enough, oh no, that doesn't look right, does it? Let me stand here. Oh, that ain't worked, is it? Oh, anyway, right, that's it for me, guys, today. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Like I say, please drop your comments. You know, what do you think about relationships? Why does so much hang on a relationship here? What makes the girls here think this is it? I've landed, I've arrived. This is it forever. And what do you think going into relationships? And what experiences have you had? You know, guys, don't be scared to share them. Please, like I said, guys, please be respectful. If you start hanging each other out, I'm going to just go in there and delete the comments. If you're really bad, I'm just going to block you out of this channel. We don't need it. It's all a positive experience, so let's keep it nice and friendly, please. All right, thank you very much indeed for watching, guys. Please, as always, remember, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. Check out Discord. There's over 11,000 members on there now. It's growing from strength to strength. It's completely free of charge, so please have a look on there, guys. Check it out. There's loads of information on there. Lots of very, very experienced people that can help share their experiences with you if you've got any questions you'd like to ask. So please have a look on that. And if you'd like to support the channel, there's a link on our website, buzzingpattaya.com. On the menu on the left, last icon on the bottom, click that, and that will show you there what I can't show you on here. There we are. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And please, as always, wherever you are in the world, stay safe.